followers. This is my tutorial on IATKOS S3 V2. If you downloaded the disk and burnt it, you'll basically get this same screen. I already have it installed, so you won't see this. But you'll see this. I have it on the hard drive as well on a separate partition, so I don't have to load it from the disk because it takes way too long. And I'm going to show you a tutorial how to install it on HP Compact 6710B. Wonder how long it's going to take to boot from the hard drive. This is the first time I tried to boot it. Oh my god. If you load it from DVD, you're going to notice the difference that I'm talking about right here. Anyways. Oh, sorry about that. English, of course. Continue. Next. I got a test drive because I'm always trying to perfect it and get the vanilla kernel to work properly so I have the app store, so I'm going to reinstall it on test for everybody to see. And then you got to click the customize tool. If you don't click the customize tool, you might as well just turn off your computer and restart. Okay. Bootloader. Leave the pre-selected bootloader. Bootloader options. Because the computer is older, you're going to select 32-bit. I'm really not sure if the USB fixes work, but I always pick them anyway. And then you go to patches. Oh, also the USB and 32-bit bootloader. That is in bootloader options. Now we go down to RTC. And you just want to select 32-bit. Make sure you take that one off, or else it's gonna puke basically, and when I mean puke, it's just gonna give you a bunch of errors and it's not gonna work at all. You don't need any modified kernels. That's basically only for AMD and shit. And this computer, it's all Intel, except for the wireless, which is Broadcom. Oh, also click that. Sleep enabler's garbage, don't even bother using that. Your mouse will freeze up. You'll have to restart your computer with the button. Now we go down to drivers. Select main hardware. Sound. SATA ID. Click Intel. Now we go into sound, take out Apple, click Voodoo for your PS2, or else your trackpad won't work. If you have Apple selected, that's not going to work either. For CPU and power management, it's garbage, you don't really need that either. But you want to go into laptop hardware, select battery. You want to also select NTFS 3G. Then we go into VGA. You want to go into Intel and go down into GM950. And you're going to want to select this one here, 27AE, 32-bit. Everything's 32-bit with this computer. And you want to go to Network. Select Wireless. And then we go down. Sorry about the shakiness, everybody. For wireless, we select Broadcom. Go down to wired. We also select Broadcom. As in everybody else's video, they said the Ethernet doesn't work and the wireless doesn't work. Well, that's all bullshit. They just didn't try hard enough. I want to let everybody know that. Okay, now, you definitely want to go back through this. Make sure you didn't fuck anything up. So go back, bootloader, 32-bit, source, USB, patches, all of them. RTC, 32-bit, yes. Evo reboot, yes. USB, yes. Drivers, SATA, Intel, yes. Sound Voodoo, yes. PS2, Voodoo, yes. Laptop hardware, battery, yes. NTFS-G, yes. Intel GM950, 27AE, 32-bit, yes. Wireless, Broadcom, yes. Wired, Broadcom, B7M78, or actually it's 5787M, 32-bit. And then if you want another language or something, you could select that. But I'm English, so I don't need it. And then just click OK. And next we just want to go down to install. Minutes. I'm not sure YouTube if you want them. If I'm gonna fit this on as a YouTube video all in one, I might have to cut you off here and start when the installation's complete. Show you. But I kind of wanted you to see that nothing has been changed, so I'm just gonna keep videoing and not cut you off, and then I'll just cut it in the movie editor before I upload it. Also, your USB mouse and stuff like that will work. Unfortunately, I can only get 2 of the 4 USB ports to work, but most MacBook Pros and stuff only have 2, so I think that's why. And unfortunately, this older computer, it's only got the 1.1 ports, as far as I know, because data transfer isn't very fast. But out of all the operating systems I've tried, I have to say OS X is definitely the best. It might even be a little bit better than vanilla, if installed properly. The key is to take your time and then try different drivers. You can go into the hardware info on the IATKOS disk, and it'll tell you basically everything you need to select for your hardware, like your SATA and your IDE, what chipset you have. You need to know all those things. Don't just go trying to install this on any computer, but you can basically if you select the right settings. That's the key, basically. It's more difficult than a Linux install or your typical Windows install. It's even more complicated than a Windows 98 install, and that's fairly complicated. And I'm an avid computer enthusiast. I have a jailbroken iPhone, 4G, and a 4GS, a PSP that's jailbroken on 5.0 M33 firmware, and it has all the emulators and stuff like that. I have a PS3 that's jailbroken as well, and it's running emulators and games from the hard drive with a 320 gigabyte hard drive, and the Xbox original with the 360 dashboard, and it also displays the weather. If I change the dashboard, it'll display the weather in my in my area. Oh, you know, this is gonna be able to fit. Don't worry, YouTube. Maybe if I wasn't yakking so much, I would have got it all in one video, but too bad. Because I'm not gonna do this again. And don't mind the cursing. Should have mentioned that before. If you plan on watching the video, don't take offense to any of that. I tried everything to get this thing to run in 64-bit mode because I swapped the processor out for a two-core Intel dual-core 2.0 gigahertz processor with 2 megabytes of cache and 800 FSB speed, and also swapped it to the maximum capacity of RAM, which is 4 gigs at 800 FSB. It runs pretty well. I tried to swap it out to a wireless N card, but it didn't. It basically puked. It couldn't take the card. So I'm gonna have to buy a USB eventually. USB, the D-Link, because there's a KEX file readily available that you can just use with KEX utility. You'll find out in other videos that I have how to do that whenever I'm going to install the 10.68 combo update so that the App Store works and you have full functionality of Mac OS X. And then you can also like run games and stuff and cracked apps as well. I own a MacBook, and I actually prefer this old piece of shit. I think maybe it's just because I built it myself. I'll also have to sell my MacBook, so I didn't want to give up Mac OS X. It kind of grew on me after a while. So I took this old PC that I got for $60 and a broken PC that I had from a long time ago, and I put them together and made myself a pretty good Hackintosh. I have to say, I'm pretty proud. I just need the upgraded wireless card that's USB, and it'll be complete. And also the 2.4 gigahertz Intel dual-core 2 duo, I guess that's how it is. And it's gonna upgrade to that, and also has 4 megabytes of cache. And that should improve a lot of the speed. But my computer runs really well. However, when I tried to install the combo update, it kind of puked. It killed my time, my runtime and stuff. I haven't really been able to figure that issue out yet, but that'll hopefully come. And I'll post a video, let you guys know. Also, there'll be jailbreak videos for iPhones coming up. PSPs, PS3s, Xbox original, and iPod Classic, if I can get my hands on one that's still